All right, please, can you keep the amen coming? Yes, we are starting right away. Please, let the amen keep coming. God has said our prayers. All right, we're starting right away. Let the amen keep coming, please. Thank you for that. Please keep the amen coming. All right, we are starting right away. We are starting right away, please.
I've come to a stage in my life where I have accepted that I am destined for more than I was hoping for. And here's the reason: what I am destined for is more than I was hoping for. Because I'm smart enough to know what I have to go through to get to what I am destined to get. And I'm not sure I want to go through it. Yeah? This is why even if you read the good book, God never gives you the full picture. He just gives you the next step. It says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And what does that? That means he moves footstep by footstep, right? I've come to a stage in my life where I have accepted that I am destined for more than I was hoping for.
All right, sorry about that. I wanted to play this video. I don't know, something went wrong and we didn't hear that video. The volume didn't come out, but that's okay, no problem. No problem. So let me go straight and get my slide running so that we can get started right away. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, apologies. Like I said, I tried to play this video as an intro to let us know what we are here tonight for. Okay, but regardless that the video refused to play or the voice couldn't come out, we're going to go straight to what we have tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam Levitt Vera, Coach Vera for short. I'm super excited to be the one to share this amazing opportunity with you tonight. We are already coming to the end of 2025. And trust me, I want you to know this. You are not here by any form of accident. Yeah. You are here by assignment. You are here by assignment. Please, can you see my slide? You can see my slide. I want to see number one from you. Let me check the chat space and be sure that everything is okay. Please, if you can see my slide, I want to see number one coming from you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on assignment. Yes, okay. Thank you, Dr. Adenuga. You can see my slide. All right. So you are here on assignment because God Almighty, His infinite mercies, has sent you, has answered your prayer. God knows your heart cry. God knows that you don't want to just throw into 2026 like every other year. You want 2026 to count indeed. And that is why you have taken your time tonight to be at the right place at the right time. Right now, a lot of persons are partying, one thing or the other is going on. But you deliberately said, no, I have to be here. And so I want to welcome each and every one of us as we go on this ride. I want to encourage and I want to charge you with one thing. I want to let you know that the difference, what makes the difference between people, what makes the difference between the rich people, the wealthy people, and the common person you know today is what is called mindset. You cannot enter, you can't do exploits with a common mindset. You cannot do so much. You cannot carry out huge assignments with little mindset. So all I'm going to encourage somebody listening to me tonight is that you are going to open your mind. Ensure that this moment counts. Because like I started by saying that you are not just here for yourself. You are not here for, by accident. You are here on assignment because the journey we're going to embark on tonight is not just going to impact on you. It's not just going to touch on your life. It's going to be something that God will use to bless the life of someone out there, to turn around the circumstances or situations of people around there. And so, my dear friend, my dear brother and sister, if you agree with me, I would like you to give me number one. If you know that we are in this life on assignment, you are not in this life just for yourself, for your family. No, we are all here to represent God in different areas, in different, in different space, in different people. So, with that in your mind, I want you to understand that the system that I'll be sharing with you tonight is coming to us courtesy of Wealth Achievers Group, a group of persons that have come together to defy the odds of their background. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as you are listening to me, I want you to begin to understand that your background, no matter how beautiful, no matter how low, no matter how high it was never ever designed to hold you or to deny you of any privilege or any opportunity that God has given to you. Friends, I want to start by letting us know one thing. Ignorance, perhaps, I want to believe that we all know ignorance is one of the greatest challenges that is facing mankind. It is because of ignorance that a lot of things are happening to us. For instance, we were all born ignorant. Of course, you know that when a baby is born, that baby is empty. So at that point of birth, your default is blank. You came empty into this world. That is, we all came in ignorant. And at that point of birth, depending on your birth circumstance, depending on where you were born or who gave birth to you, a lot of things will begin to happen to you that moment. Do you know that at that point that you were just delivered, let's assume that you were born in a very, very poor family. But this other baby was born into a very wealthy family, like let's say Dangote's family. And at that point that both children came into this world, they were exchanged. So Dangote's child was given to the poor family and the poor family child was given to Dangote. Let me tell you, default programming will start taking place immediately. And by the time the two children grow up, none of them will look like their birth, circumstance. That is to say, my dear friends, what we don't know in this life is far bigger than us. So, friends, I will encourage you to open your mind. Because the price of ignorance, the price of things we don't know, when you don't know something, it looks so big, it looks so impossible. You think that, a lot of things that you are not structured, you're not caught up, or it's impossible. This kind of thing cannot happen to you. Friends, and that's why I want to sound a note of warning tonight. The price of ignorance is so high, so huge, is so big. Many times, the prices we're not supposed to pay, we are paying because of what? Lack of knowledge. That is why the word knowledge is divided into two. As much as you know, you have an edge over others. And so, because of ignorance, a lot of things can happen to somebody. That's why a lot of persons today are poor. And they are thinking that the reason why they are poor or the reason why they are finding things difficult is because of where they were born. They're thinking, okay, maybe because my parents were not rich, because the government. Let me tell you, a lot of things, a lot of prices are being paid based on ignorance. Ignorance can affect, your health, financial health. It can affect how healthy you are. It can even lead to untimely death. Just something we don't know. Now, because of want of time, I'm going to be a little bit fast, yes, because I respect the fact that we are all busy, doing one thing or the other. Now, let me tell you, as you are hearing me right now, you are under the sound of my voice. I want to let you know, this program, yes, is not for everybody. What we are here to do tonight is not for everybody. But I am so confident that it is for you. Who is that person? This program is for that person who is tired of status quo, who is tired of, you know within you that what you are having, what is happening around you right now, you don't desire it. You don't deserve it. That's not what you know that God has promised you. Because as children of God, we know the promise of God for our lives. So this program is for that person that has gotten tired of where he has always been. And he said that in 2026, I can never remain where I have found myself. There has to be something different. Who is this program for? This program is for someone that is here, that is saying, things have to be better, regardless of my current financial status or current financial standing. You are telling yourself 2026 can never be like every other year. And that is why you are very, very lucky to be here, because let me tell you, we have made this mistake a number of times. We are thinking that, because it's a new year, everything will become new. You make but you that really want those changes, you have not taken time to put some changes in place to really make the year new. So the year will simply repeat itself when you have not put any new thing in place to make the year new, to make the year count. Ladies and gentlemen, who is this program here tonight for? It is for anyone who wants to enjoy what? Financial freedom going forward. Financial freedom is the ability to make money even while you sleep. You may be thinking it's not possible, my dear friend. That's why I am here tonight, to let you know that it is possible. Because according to one of my mentors, an American multi-billionaire, he mentioned and he said, if you don't have a way of making money while you sleep, you work until you die. So I am here to bring this good news to you, that no matter your background, my dear brother, my dear sister, financial freedom is possible for you. That is to say, ability to make money, not just based on your personal efforts, even while you are sleeping. It is possible. Why? Because those people that are wealthy, today, this is exactly what is happening to them. Because let me tell you, your time, your 24 hours a day has never given anybody, only your personal effort is not wired enough, not strong enough, not big enough to make you, to give you that opportunity to become who really God wants you to be. And so we are limited. And so we are managing life. And so we have been told a lot of, half-truths and a lot of lies. So what are the benefits you stand to gain by being here tonight, or by being part of this opportunity? You are going to be able to own your own business. Let me tell you, this is a system that is not even going to tamper with your job. Maybe you already have a business or you have a job. This business is going to rather make whatsoever you are doing already, it's going to make that in your hand to close up, to get better. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you stand to benefit? You can do this. You can actually grow what I'll be sharing with you tonight, full-time or part-time. Because of want of time, I didn't so much go into my intro, but I'm going to be doing that as along the line of this presentation. Right now, me that's talking to you, I started this opportunity. I made this opportunity at a point in time of my life when I was so scared. I already saw that things were not going according to the plan of God in my life. And I knew that until I stand up and say no, nobody will do that for me. So that is to say, I started this journey on part-time basis. But today, as I speak to you, to the glory of God, I am a retiree. So I am building this opportunity full-time. So I'm just trying to let you know that this is a system you can build part-time or full-time. And it has what? It promises and it delivers high, fast, and high ROI. Return on investment. This is the simplest business model. This is something as simple as possible that even babies can actually understand and run what I'll be sharing with you, as far as you are an open-minded person. So I'm not telling you that you need masters, you need first degree, you need PhD. No. All you need is an open mind. All you need is hunger to succeed. All you need is ability to tell yourself that no, enough is enough. I know that God has, of course, there are a lot of, I am here in this life to represent God. That is to say, I am not just here for my family. I am here to be able to reach out to people, to represent God in several dimensions of life. These are some of the benefits. So you don't need any special certificate. I'm sharing more advantages or more things that are going to benefit. This is a simple system that you can run offline and online. Right now, we are online. You are in the comfort of your home. I am in the comfort of my home, but I am reaching, we are interacting. Courtesy of what? Courtesy of the era, the 21st century that God has placed us. I tell people that this is the best time to be alive, where you can connect to people in different parts of the world from the comfort of your home. Back then, 10 years, 20 years ago, it wasn't like this. This is a system. This is an opportunity. You can start with with low amount of money, low capital. It gives you low startup capital or low cost. And let me tell you, it gives you what? It gives you opportunity to be trained. Let me tell you something that I realized recently. Do you know that every skill in life is learnable? Whatever you're doing right now, you didn't come to life. That's why I started by saying that we came into this life as ignorant human beings. That is to say, whatever you are doing right now, you learned it. And so, the beautiful thing about what I'll be sharing with you tonight is that every single step of it, you are going to be mentored, you're going to be tutored, you are going to be coached, trained by professionals. You are going to be mentored by professionals. More advantages. You don't need to have the problem, the headache of having employees. You and I know what it means. A lot of persons have been wrecked because they got one or two persons to come and help them to run their business. You don't need such here. There is no inventory to keep. This opportunity is so true. It is legal. It is legitimate. It is operating in several countries of the world. More advantages. This is not a get rich quick scheme, my dear brothers, my dear sisters. It is not a pyramid scheme. This is a business that you can start small, but trust me, it can take you to places, countries that your leg, it can surprise you. This is a system, an opportunity that you and your loved ones can enjoy the basic types of freedom that people, any human being in life always sought after or look for. And that is what is called time freedom, financial freedom, and health freedom. You're going to enjoy good health. Then, ladies and gentlemen, this system is so passionate about your health because it has been proven that over time, a lot of times, when people are young, they are pursuing wealth. They care less about their health. So by the time the money has come, their health has lost. Do you know that it's not everything that is lost that can be found again? And so we are so passionate about your health. That is why we are telling you that part of the reasons, part of the advantages you are going to be enjoying here is good health. Good health. Because we are going forward, you'll be able to enjoy amazing, organic, 100% natural products. Things that you are supposed to normally go and buy from the shops. No, you now have them because you have actually deliberately taken a step of faith. You can actually build, this is a system that gives you an opportunity to build a lasting legacy. The Holy Book said it all, and it said, a good man leaves the inheritance for his children's children. How come a lot of persons today, even to take care of themselves is a very big problem. Even to take care of their immediate family is a problem. And these are children of God. Because what they are doing doesn't have the ability to be passed on to their next generation. But you have such an opportunity here. This system will give you what is called residual income. That is money that you can make with other, not just based on your efforts. A lot of persons, like when I was working, my dear brothers and sisters, it was my 100% effort that was paying me salary. That is to say, I was any active income. Your active income is very good, but it has a lot of limitations. It can only just help you to manage life. It won't, because it's based on your activity. It's based on your effort, your presence. So what happens on the days that you are not able to go, or maybe life happened to you, you are not able to continue the job? What happens? You cannot make money again. So there is a very big limitations on those things. That's why I told you that tonight is that night of turnaround. That was what happened to me. So there is nothing like monthly target. You might have come across something like this. They say if they give you target every month, you are running helter-skelter. What is the difference between you and the banker or the insurance person? That you see women that they are even Oh my God, they are doing a lot of unpredictable things just because they want to meet target. There's nothing like that here. This is a perfect retirement plan, my dear brother, my dear sister. That's what I am enjoying today. I told you I'm a retiree as I speak to you. This system will give you an opportunity to enjoy leverage. Leverage is the ability for you to earn money while working less and less, and then you'll be making more and more. Why will you be able to make more and more? Because when you are leveraging, it simply means that you are now working with people. Do you understand that the secret of wealth, those wealthy people you know and hear about today, my dear brother, is not because they are putting in more than 24 hours a day. No. It's not because their effort is bigger than your effort. No. It's not because their power or their certificate is bigger. No, the secret is that they understand the power of people. So if you are still hearing me, you're listening to me right now, please can you give me people at the chat space? Yes, I want to see people at the chat space, because until you begin to work with people, until you begin to earn with people, my dear brother, it simply means that you are just struggling. It simply means that you are just struggling. I want to believe somebody is hearing me. If you are hearing me, I want to see people coming from you, my dear brother, my dear sister. Do you know that money, wealth is actually in people? The money you are looking for is in people. I tell you the gospel truth. I tell you this truth, my dear brother. Take it to the bank, go and deposit it. Do you know that the simple explanation is this? It is only the wealthy people, the rich people, that understand that every single thing in this life is ruled and governed by principles. Everything you know is governed by principles. In the same vein, when there is time for planting and there's time for reaping. So anybody who did not plant can never reap. If you are reaping, there is a problem. If you throw anything up today, law of gravity will catch up with you. That is to say, the principle of what? Gravity will catch up with you. And in the same vein, I want you to understand that wealth, money making has its own principles. And what are those principles? These are some of the things I'm going to expose to you tonight, so that you will understand that you might have labored so much all the years past, but in 2026, you have made up your mind. Let me even step aside. Remember that it was until Moses stepped aside, that was the only time God spoke to him. And that was the only time his life began to move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I will be sharing some of the the principles that govern wealth with you, so that you will know that our God, of course, our God is not a partial God. The simplest thing is that it is either you know the principle and apply it, then of course you become wealthy, no matter your background. Or you know the principle, you refuse to apply it. That is to say, you are going to work so hard, but you are constantly going to remain broke. A lot of persons today, as a matter of fact, a survey has shown that 95% of the global population, they neither know the principles, they neither even understand the fact that wealth is actually governed by principles, or some of them understand it, but they are ignorant, or they choose not to apply it. So they are struggling in life. They are struggling in life. My dear brothers and sisters, once again, I want you to follow me and follow me good. Now, wealth, money is in people. So until you begin to work with people, you might as well keep struggling. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, as you are listening to me, I want you to once again give me people. That is to assure me that tonight you have understood that in 2026, you are no longer going to walk alone. You know that if you choose to walk alone, you can walk fast, but you can never walk far in life. That's why you see people, the wealthy people, they are the people that are touching the world, because they have understood the principles, whether they were born in poor families or in rich families. But those who fail to probably understand it or apply it, they struggle for life. And they are, trust me, they can never fulfill the will of God of taking care of themselves, their family. In fact, some of them are actually are the kind of people that God is regretting. He said that a man that cannot take care of his family, of course, you know. So you become a disappointment to God when you cannot function properly. So let me tell you, the word wealth, you see that starts with W-E, we. The language of the rich is we. I mean, the wealthy is we. They understand we. But for the other people, the poor people, it is I, me, myself. That is a very wrong language. That's the self-centered language. And now you need to understand that every wealthy person you know is a problem solver, is an ideologist, is somebody who has chosen to do things, you know, from the, I mean, from the other side, you know, that is to say, he doesn't want to just follow the, how do they say it, majority carry the vote. He doesn't just want to follow the crowd. No, he says, no, I cannot just be among the crowd. I have to stand out. And then what do? They set up, there is a system in place that helps them to have people that will work with them, that helps them to have a lot of persons, a lot of people that will actually patronize them. That is how you make a lot of money. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, I want to just take you on a short journey. Just begin to imagine as we are speaking right now. Imagine that you own a business in 2026. A very simple business model, a business model that even babies can run, a business model that does not require your certificate, and you can actually make well over 210,000 naira daily, even with the current economic situation or circumstance. Let me use Nigeria as a case study. You are making 210,000 naira daily. I just want you to just think about what the kind of life it's going to, you know, bring to you. Do you know at this point, my dear brother and my sister, you cannot be a good pastor without money. You can't be a good father without money. You cannot even be a good citizen without money. So I would like you to pay attention, because a lot of persons say money is not everything. We all know. But one thing I want to let you know today, maybe a reminder, is that money affects everything, including your relationship with your spouse, including your relationship with your children. Money affects it, including country and country relationship. Money affects it. Money is not everything, but money affects everything. And that's why when people say it is money is the root of all evils. No, Bible made it clear. It is actually the love of money that is the root. That is to say, money in the hand of a good person is a blessing. It is only when money enters the hand of a wrong person, a bad person. So I am so passionate about sharing this with you, because I know as a child of God, you have been shying away, because a lot of things out there that you have to do as a child of God. You need to soil your hand, you need to lie, you need to do a lot of things. So this system right now is just very, very simple, and it's very, very clear, and it is straightforward. So follow me on this journey. A system, you cannot earn this amount of money just like that. It has to be as a result of the kind of system you run. For instance, where you are working right now, the salary that they are paying you is based on the system or the structure of that organization, or the business you are doing right now. How any amount you're making is based on, you know, what you have at hand. So, my dear brother, my dear sister, a company that God Almighty sent at a time like this, Economic Designer, a company, a system that has come to rescue a common man, a common woman like me from lack and want, that has come at a time like this to let you know that, yes, the economy can be bad, but for you, that is a child of God, you cannot follow those that are not children of God to be crying, casting down. This is a time that when those, you know, that these other people are crying, as you, as a child of God, you are shouting, lifting up. Why? Because Economic Designer has come here to help people like you and I to do what? To upscale our game. Do you know that if you start making this amount of money, 2026 December cannot be like 2025 December? Yes. Even before we get to December, you are already reaching out to a lot of persons. Let me ask you this question. Do you know that there are a lot of things that you are not doing today? Maybe people might be thinking that it's because she's so proud or she doesn't want to help anybody. They don't even know that you are just managing. Ladies and gentlemen, this system has what it takes. It's designed in such a way that it can give you 210,000 naira every single day. This is possible. You know why I'm telling you this? Because this has been possible for the past 13 years in Nigeria. And if you're not connected in Nigeria, this system is already working for the past 19 years globally. So it tells you that Economic Designer is here for you to help you design your life, that kind of life you had always dreamt of. That kind of brother, sister, husband, auntie, mommy, that you have in your village, a lot of children, they have dropped out. You have people today dying from sicknesses that are not ordinarily meant to kill them, but because they don't have anybody to come to their rescue and they die. My sister, when you connect to the right system, and the right thing begins to happen to you, and you can now assume that position that God has placed you. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a life without limits. That's all you can. I've already said it. How will you feel to earn over 210,000 naira daily? We are not telling you on your, there's a what they call it online, on my e-platform or wherever. This one is hitting your account live and direct. How will you feel? How will you feel? Now, this business model, I want to repeat, it is government approved. It is legitimate. I've already told you, I've been in Nigeria for the past 13 years. By next year, as we step into January, we're going to start counting 14 years. This system has created over 10,000. This slide is actually old. Over 10,000 self-made multi-millionaires. Okay. Now, in our country, Nigeria, we have 8 offices. That is physical offices where you can walk into and interact with people. This is unlike people are online. No, we have online presence. We also have offline presence. Now, when you see me talking, I am doing this with passion. You know why? I will be taking you on a short talk for you to see and know that what I've been describing for you, that this system has for you, people are already living it. The lifestyle I'm painting, kind of painting the picture for you right now. Excuse me. People are already living it. People are already living it. Now, I want to quickly say this as I continue. Do you know that whatever you are doing right now, there are people that have gone ahead of you? Let us assume, like me, that was what actually provoked my thoughts to start searching for something, because I have put in over 2 decades into my job, and I still saw myself constantly struggling financially. And when you are struggling financially, it affects every other area of your life. So, and I have already seen people who retired, from the same process, the same system. I've seen how their lives turn out. And I told myself, no, I refuse this kind of life. I refuse it. And let me tell you, very soon we start counting, shouting, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. What is that new thing you are doing? What is the new thing you are doing that will make sure that you get a new result? Ladies and gentlemen, the testimonies I are seeing right now is to assure you that if these people can get there, you can also get there. Because trust me, none of them is having 2 heads. Of course, this family you are looking at right now, this husband and wife, they were very, very poor. Life had reduced them. They were frying akara, puff, yam under Yanabaja when they saw this opportunity. Today, you can see the evidence. These are the kind of lifestyle that is possible for every partner. So now this system, I'll be sharing more with you right now. I'm just going to go straight now to share with you how does this system work. Coach Vera, an ordinary person like me, how do I begin to enjoy these kind of things? Is it possible for me? So I'm going to go forward right now to let you know that is more than possible. So, my dear brother, my dear sister, now understand that this is 21st century. Understand that, of course, a lot It's happening. Change is one thing that is so constant. So in this era, we are now functioning in the era that's called where people just to carry out simple tasks and they make a lot of money from the comfort of their home on daily basis. Billionaires are coming up, rising up just because of one or two things that are doing online. So you might be wondering, you might be thinking that for me to start living this kind of lifestyle, what exactly am I meant to do? So follow me and follow me good. The simplest thing you're going to be doing is just use your laptop or your phone and share information. Do you know that you have been doing this thing? You share information about every single good service you get. If you ate in a good mama put, you connect your brother. If you are using a good gadget, you connect your sister. If the hospital you went to, they treated you well, you connect another person. But the question now I want to ask you, all those connections you have been making, you know, they have never been paying you money. They would rather pay you thank you. For instance, like me, I remember back then when my children were still small, every school they went to, I always connect people. And the school authority will recognize me with a clap of hand. But I always went home empty-handed. This is a system, my dear brother and sister, or my dear brothers and sisters. This is the system that rewards you, that turns your thank you into what can actually make your life better. And that is money. That is cash. That is ego. I mean, I don't know how I'm an ego woman. I don't know what they call it in your own language, but trust me, money makes the difference. Money makes the difference. So stop doing something that can help you make money. Stop doing it free of charge. Because if you can put together all the thank you they've been giving you, you cannot even use it to buy a bottle of water. You cannot. So now, the same thing you are doing free of charge, people are doing it and they're using it to turn their life around. Ladies and gentlemen, follow me and follow me good. Let me tell you something. You know, right now, I am not the one that connected you to this Zoom session. It's very possible. It is a friend, a brother, or a sister, or an angel that God sent your way. And that's why you can hear me right now. Do you know that if you can extend the same goodwill to a brother, to a sister, who is hungry, who is tired of where he or she has been, do you know that the thank you economic designer will be paying you, will be giving you right now is money, cash, ego, owo, kudi, and the smallest amount that this company will pay you is 20,000 naira. And this company is still going to pay you money in 7 different ways. My brother, my sister, if you are a Bible student, you will know or remember that the Garden of Eden, the Garden of the Lord, was watered with 4 rivers. So I want to ask you right now, with 4 rivers, but you have one source of income. One source of income is no longer practicable in our economy today. It's not practicable in any part of the world. So that's why I'm super excited to let you know that this is a system that will add an additional 7 ways of making money to what you already have on ground. So what does that tell you? It tells you that 2026 indeed is going to be amazing. My dear brothers, when I saw this opportunity, I told myself, my mumu don't do. My mumu don't do. How can I keep doing something that was supposed to make me money? I keep doing it free of charge. Trust me, sometimes you connect businesses that will run in millions and you are never paid even thankable. They pay you a thank you. Thank you is good, but you cannot buy a bag of rice. You cannot finish collecting thank you and your family is suffering. Meanwhile, there is an opportunity for you to connect, and 20,000 naira, being the smallest amount of money, will be pursuing you. Now, let me take it further. I want to take it further. I mentioned to you already that there are 7 solid ways I'm going to be making money in this system. Now, because of want of time, I'm just going to concentrate on only 2, because when you are carrying out these 2, the remaining 5 will be added on to you. Please, my dear brother, my dear sister, I want you to just use your best emoji to appreciate this system. I asked myself, if God didn't find me, if heaven didn't remember me to show me this system? How much pension will help me to be able to live my life, to be able to impact on people, to be able to reach out to people? So I told you that 20,000 is the smallest amount you are going to be making just for connecting, just for sharing Zoom link, just for sharing information with somebody, because we have 20,000, we have 25,000, we have 30,000, we have 50, we have 100,000, we have 150,000, we also have 200,000 naira just for you being nice, sharing a good opportunity with somebody using your phone or your laptop. So imagine that this Christmas or by January, because God has helped you to come across this opportunity, you share this information with 10 persons and you are entitled to 20,000 naira each. Please, mathematics students in the house, how much have you made? Just 10 persons. How much have you made? How much have you made? What did you do? You use the same phone and data or laptop to share link with somebody with 20 persons, and you are paid 20,000 naira for each. How much have you made? I want to see it at the chat space. I believe I have mathematicians in this house. 200,000 naira. That's what this system will pay you, because you just showed love to 10 families. You just told some good friends, some good family that, look, yes, economy may be too tough, economy may be too hard, but it's not for everybody. There are levels. God used you to change people's levels. You will start smiling to the bank. And that will bring me to a saying from one of my mentors. He said, in this life, I cannot remember his name right now, but he said, in this life, you can have anything you want in this life. If only you can help other people to have what they need. I want to ask you at this point, why do you think Dangote is struggling financially right now? No. Why? Because he has products and services that poor people patronize. A lot of persons patronize. Indomie today does not eat Indomie. But is it producing Indomie? Yes. Who are the people that are buying it? Poor people. At least at all, and the rich, they get to buy something that they can eat. That is value. So when you just show love to people, this system compensates you. Of course, you know that if a system can pay you for sharing information, for sharing link, why will you still, okay, this brother, this sister did this something in 2025. Why will you still carry it in your mind that you not show this person? Why? Why? Be your brother. Forgive that person. Share the link with the person. And then our company, our system will reward you handsomely. Okay? So I'm going to go straight. I've already, now, that's 20,000 naira. That's 50, 100, 150, 200,000 naira is what is called direct connectors bonus. You are the person that connected the person to this system. We are paying you this several amounts of money that I've mentioned. Now I'm going to take you to the next one, because that is the one that I'm really going to deploy my energy. That is the secret I discovered. And I told myself, child, information is power. Child, ignorance is a disease. Okay? Because I can't see how I used to wake up so early, return back so late, so tired, so fagged out, working from 8 to 5. And yet I am paid once in a month. And I am paid, oh my. Do you know that every salary earner today, or whatever business, inflation has consumed the value of that your salary. Inflation is so bad. So bad. So you are going to deploy this system to help you going forward, to make your life better, to make your life easy, by doing what? Working with people, by being nice to people. Because there is nobody who does not want to be financially okay, even a witch in the village. Even a witch, we like to be financially okay. That's why many times what we are doing, because we're not really practicing financial, we're not following financial principles, we find out that things are not working out. And we are now thinking, we are attributing it to village people. Sometimes it is ignorance. Sometimes it is your inability to apply financial principles. So this is where I am going to really take time to explain. How can you work with people in this system? First and foremost, you have seen the opportunity and you have planted yourself deep into the opportunity. That was what I did. The moment I saw this opportunity, I said, no, enough is enough. So I planted myself. The moment I planted myself, come and see what will follow. The moment you plant yourself, I'm going to show you what we follow. That is where you can actually begin to make this amount of money, 210,000 naira. Now, this is not even including the direct connectors bonus. This one now has to do with what? People connecting people, people being nice to people, people helping people. This is a people helping people business. So, follow me right now. Anytime somebody is connected to your system, anytime someone is connected to you, one person on the left, one person on the right, this system is going to reward you. Apart from the initial money that we pay to you, there is 7,000 naira. That is the leverage matching bonus, or the residual income, or the leverage income that's going to come to you. Why am I calling it leverage income? Because you now, you connected yourself, you saw the opportunity, and then you have a brother and sister, you connected them. Do you know that by all means, if you can tell your brother and your sister how much this company paid you just because you connected them, do you know that them too will also connect? They will connect their own. So let's assume they connected their two too. Do you know that this system, you didn't even know when they connected, but this system is going to reward you because now you have understood that you need people. Now you have understood that you have to be nice to people. And you have also understood that in 21st century, it is no longer about how hardworking, it is about how smart working. Because trust me, with your smartphone, you should be able to work hard, work smart with your smartphone and with your smart laptop. Yes. So we are going to start paying you 7,000 naira as those people, those just two persons you connected, as they continue to do their connection. That is to say, now let's assume that there is somebody here, which I know, God forbid, there is nobody here that this will be his portion. Let's assume that every single day, the only thing that can happen to you is that two persons connected. That is to say, you are making 7,000 naira daily. Do you know how much you can make in a week? That is 47,000 naira. Sorry, 49,000 naira. In a month, you are making an additional 210,000 naira. This is what I will call the lazy man scenario. That's why I said, God forbid. I don't even wish this for anybody here. Okay? But stop. If you wish it for yourself, my own is to, really let you know how this works. But now, for that brother or sister that you connected those two persons, and those two persons are connecting their own persons, this system gives you an opportunity to earn 7,000 naira times 30. That will give you 210,000 naira every day. Multiply it out in a week. This is what it can give you, 1.5 million. In a month, you stand to make how much? 6.3 million. Yes. When I get here, people always doubt, and I don't blame them. I doubted. Because trust me, someone that I've been earning how much every month, and now you're telling me now that I can earn even 1 million in a month. I said it's not possible. And I start my feet. I said, no, it's not possible. Well, let me ask you now, do you think that if Dangote is making 6.3 million even every day, he won't be the richest black man in Africa? No, he won't be. So, my brother, my sister, this is the daily payout system. That is to say, this money, as you're making it, you are cashing your money every single day. There is no time frame. There is no inventory. There is no buying and selling. Hear me and hear me well. Many times, because of where we're coming from, Even when I told you that there's no buying and selling, because it has already registered you, he said, hey, Coach Vera, I would have loved to be part of your system. I would have loved, I really loved everything about what you showed me, but I don't like to buy and sell. And I will ask them, if buying and selling were to be the way forward, you will have been hearing me shouting, when you buy, when you sell. But that's why I'm saying, when you show somebody love, when you love somebody, share a link, you are paid. Because you are in 21st century. Can you compare that like 10, 20 years ago, when you have to almost carry mat and go and lie down in the bank because you want to do one small transaction? And now that you can sit down and use your smartphone to transfer money, which is better? So in the same way, if you can sit down and use your phone to transfer money, you can also know that you can also use your phone and make money. Please, please, and please give it to me. I am going to use my smartphone to make smart money. Yes, that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. God knows you have suffered a lot. And trust me, even those that are suffering so much, they earn little or nothing. Imagine somebody that that earns money once a month. That is to say, you're making money 12 times in a year, and you're spending money 365 days in a year. That is why. That's why anybody that is earning money like that, your financial life will never balance. You will be leaving behind your what? You will be leaving behind your bills as a husband, as a mother, as a brother. You will be leaving behind your bills. You will be living even below your own expectation. So this is 10% success rate. I showed you lazy man scenario where you are making somebody, not you, you are making just 7,000 naira every day. I've also shown you a full scenario where you are making the maximum, that is 210,000 every day. Calculated by 30 days, you know. Now, this is 10% success rate. 10%. That is to say, you are making 21,000 every day. How much will you make a day? I mean, a month. 630,000, my dear brother. Which pansec in Nigeria is making this amount of money? Forget the fact that sometimes snake can swallow money. Even pen can swallow money. That's in Nigeria. But it doesn't apply like that in other places. So if going by salary, what people earn, of course, you know that a lot of directors are not earning as much as this. Yeah, this is 10% success rate. I will also have 20% success rate. That is 42,000 naira every day. You do know this system gives you opportunity to choose what you like, what you think you deserve. This system gives you an empty check, a plain check, a blank check. Write whatever and how much you want. And so that's why I started by asking you, are you hungry for change? Are you looking forward to change? Are you tired of always repeating the year? Are you the type that I said, no, I refuse to enter 2022, sorry, 2026, where I enter 2025. I have been able to understand that even money is also ruled by principles. Let me even begin to apply it. I bet it from tonight. If you begin to apply financial principles that I'm sharing with you tonight, trust me, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. I used to think that because my background was so, I came from a very, very poor background. Let me tell you, I don't want to call it humble background. I came from a very, very poor background. And a lot of things were happening to me already financially. So I thought, okay, yeah, that was how my parents themselves, they were managing. So let me also keep managing. And what happened? I was also managing. But thank God when I saw the system, I said, let me follow the principle. And today it's working for me. It is working for me. That's why I can just tell you to help me thank God, because I am not the conventional patient or pensioner. I don't know, in Nigeria, yes, because through this system, I can conveniently and comfortably much more than my, sorry for that one, much more than my pension. Because now I understand that I should be able to work with people. I should have multiple streams of income. I should have a system in place. So you need to understand that the power, the muscle of any wealthy man is what is called leverage. So if you want to become that, if you want to build your financial muscle, then you must embrace leverage. You must embrace what? Leverage. Imagine that you can just connect 2 friends of yours and just 2. And the good thing is that we are the ones that are going to work with those 2 friends of yours and show them how this system works. And this kind of money begins to enter your pocket and enter their pocket. Don't you see that this world is going to become a better place? Of course, that is the mission of this company, to make it possible for you and I to become financially okay, so that we can also help more people, more persons to also become financially okay. If you give somebody, a child or your brother or sister, fish all the time without giving him hope, okay? You know that so this is actually a system that you can use to empower every member of your family, of your family. That's why I always tell people, if you are the only wealthy person in your family, you are poor indeed. You are poor. Because a tree can never make forest. So this is almost at the last lap of this presentation, where I'm going to share with you the secret, how the secret of leverage, how leverage is also going to work for you as a person, as a brother, as a sister, as a pastor, as whosoever you are. So now let me take this as a 12 months or a 1 year journey. Okay, let me call it 1 year journey, but I'm still going to bring it down to what are going to be seen in 2026. Let's assume you connected with us today. That's why I'm so happy for you that is listening to me right now. You connected to us. By January, I told you this slide is a bit is old, okay? But the concept is the same thing. So by January 2026, we have already worked with you now. So you are able to connect to friends or to family members. By February, we will work with those 2, and they will also connect their own. By March, the same thing. By April, the same thing. By May, until by December. Do you know that this simple connection has started with 2? And then 1 gave birth to 2, 2 gave birth to 4, like that. Do you know that by 12 months, 4,096 persons will have been connected to you? I told you. Do you want to see the power of what numbers, what people can do for you, for your pocket anointing? You will see that these 4,096 persons, just 7,000 naira, as people are connecting to you who connected only 2 persons. You will have earned 25 million in 12 months. Now, mind you, everybody that is connecting, everybody is making money, but I am passionate and singling you out right now because it took you something for you to be here tonight. So that's why I'm using you. That's why I'm concerned about you. You will have earned 25 million by the end of 2026. Now, this scenario is just for somebody who is complacent, who is not yet in a hurry, who is still saying, at least, I thought I'm rich. At least, if I can make, who am I? If I can make an additional 24 million in 2026, I'm already okay. My dear brother, you are created for more. No, you are bigger than this. You are bigger than this, because in 2026, we are going to run a special package for people that are going to grab this opportunity. This special package is going to deliver this result to you in 3 months. 3 months is 90 days. 90 days is 12 weeks. So we are going to run with you that every week, 2 persons are connecting with you. That is to say, in 12 weeks, you will make this amount. 25, that's 25.7 million. Let me put it that way. Yes. And you know that by 2027, this same thing will even give, because if I will ask you, if miracle, magic, let me put it that way, if this system can happen to you and you made this amount this coming year, what do you now expect 2027? So you begin to evolve. You begin to be that person that can reach out to your village, to your family, to your relatives. Those things that look impossible in your community, they will become possible. Ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly show you what is possible here. Let me show you what is possible. Let me just go ahead and let you know. I want to let you know that, once again, whatever you are doing, and people that have gone ahead of you, if you look at them and you love the result they are getting, then be happy, be okay. Just go on, okay, in that system or in that whatever, that platform, because you can imagine this man He borrowed money. Sorry, he sold his car to start this business. But I want you to see the lifestyle that has become possible for him. Because of want of time, I'm not even going into so much details about him, because of want of time. Now, look at this guy. In 2015, that was when he saw this opportunity. See him in 2018 now. See him right now. That's why, my dear brother, my dear, I'm so happy that you are here. Because imagine that somebody didn't attend to show this brother this opportunity in 2025. His life will have remained like this. But today, for his life to be like this, it means that he has also touched a lot of life. My brother, you are a life changer. You are a destiny changer. So don't even look at yourself any less. Yes. Because all what you have been lacking that has not given you opportunity to become who you are really meant to be is because I've not gotten the right opportunity. So you can see people celebrating here, courtesy of this opportunity. This gentleman you are seeing, he was a military officer when he saw the opportunity. He grabbed it. So if you like this kind of result, if they can achieve it, I want you to begin to tell yourself, yes, doubt will come because you're a human being, but at this point in time, you have to, it has gotten to a point that if you don't doubt your doubt will doubt you. So that's why they say evidence is a killer of doubt. So please begin to doubt your doubt and know and understand that you can be the next. You can be the next in this system. You can see men and women being celebrated. All right? Now, look at this boy. At a very, very lowest time of his life, he saw this opportunity. Look at him going forward. That is to tell you that family that has been written off, no, you can be that angel. You can be that God sent. In 2026, a lot of persons' prayer are going to be answered just because you came across this opportunity. Look at this guy. He was an ice cream seller in Lagos back then. When he saw this opportunity, he said, yes, you can see the result today. You can see result cancels insult, not be so. So you can see people that are nothing, from nobody, from nowhere, becoming somebody. That's why I'm so confident that you are here tonight to break, and I'm joining my faith with yours to break the backbone of poverty in your family. Let me tell you, if you don't stand and break that backbone of poverty in your family, it means that you have silently and consciously pushed it to the next generation. But how about you say yes today? Your generation will live to remember that thank God for brother so, thank God for auntie so, because she was the one that said no, enough is enough. So you are also going to be celebrated in no time because the system is there for everybody. There's a level playing ground for everybody. It's not about where you connected. It's about how hungry you are. I want to emphasize this. So let me take you, to more advantages, okay? Now, do you know that 210,000 naira is because you have the humble partnership slot? That is just one. I call it student package, okay? That is to say, you came in with student package. That is one slot, like one shop. Let me put it that way. Now, this system says, if you can make 210,000 naira from one shop, let me put it that way, and we give you opportunity, and you understand that if I have 3 shops, that is to say, I can make that 210,000 in 3 places. We are giving you that opportunity. You can make it in 7 places. You can make it in 15 places. You can even make it in 31 places. All it takes is for you to understand that in life, in this life, let's say you want to start business and you are really serious. Do you know that it will take you, how serious you are about the business? Excuse me, the amount of money used to start the business will show how serious you are. If you want to start a supermarket and you just started with 500,000 naira, you may not be lucky to go far. But that person that started with like 5 billion, of course, you will love to go and shop in such places. So the advantage is that when you have multiple partnership, my dear brothers, my sisters, that 210,000 naira, you have the potential of earning it times 3, times 7, times 15, times 31. Yes, it's possible. So look at the gross earning for somebody who has 3, 210,000 naira per day times 3. That's what you'll be making per day now, per week and per month. Are you seeing the advantage? exactly the same activity going on, exactly the same two persons connected, you are making more money because you understood the power of numbers. So this is for 3. Let me show you for 7. That is the 210,000 naira times 7 per day. Now, let me give a caveat here, please. I started by letting you know this is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? So as you grow the business, what I'm showing you right now is the max, but by the time the business is maxed out, this is what is possible for you. And I want you to begin to picture yourself maxing out. Enough of the limitations. Society has told you, my daughter, my brother, your generations, nobody has been rich, nobody has been wealthy. This is how we have been managing it. Stand and tell them no. Not with what I know today. Not after attending this program tonight. Okay? Not after attending this program tonight. Now, the same thing for the 1 year or the 3 months scenario or project that we're going to run back to back in 2026 for those that are really, really hungry for success. Look at it, my dear. Instead of making 73, call it 79 at the end of the program, because you have 3 accounts, you are making 73. Instead of making 24, you are making 73 for 3 accounts. For 7 accounts, you are making 172 or 73 for 15 and even 31, as the case may be. Your guess is as good as mine. Yes. And remember, it is a family business. This business will set up your family. You enjoy life. And so at this point in time, I know, my dear brother, my dear sister, what you have to do is to quickly do what? You are going to give back to the person that God used to share this link with you. That person knows how to guide you. That person is already one of us. That person is already grounded. So we are going to hold hands with that person to make sure that you actually do what? That you begin to function better in 2026. And that's when you begin to make better results. Once again, 2026 is not going to be new. It's not going to give you the kind of result you want just because it's a new year. It's going to give you what you demand. So let me just show you a few pictures of our Millionaire Circle members. When you be in this system, we recognize you as a millionaire when you have made at least 5 million and upward, because we can't recognize, maybe you made 1 million. I mean, and if we remove 1 naira from 1 million, you're no longer in. So in this system, we recognize you as the Millionaire Circle member where you earn at least from 5 million upwards. So here are just a few that I've captured in this slide. Just a few. Just a few. And I want you to know that if you can claim it, not just claim it, if you work it, if you make it work in your life, you are going to become one of them in no time. In no time. Trust me, in 2026, hey, with this project we are going to run, in 90 days, a lot of things will turn around. A lot of persons will become Millionaire Circle members in 90 days, in 12 weeks. Yes, that is why we are so passionate about sharing this with you. If there is nobody here that has 2 heads, what do you think will stop you from being here the next time we are sharing this slide? What do you think will stop you? What? Do you know, my dear brother, you can actually change your life today. Please stop gambling with your future. Stop. When I mean by gambling with your future, for instance, is that it is that your employer that plates you on 100,000 naira per month. He is the one deciding how you should look. He is the one deciding whether you be a good man or a bad man. He is the one deciding whether you'll be able to pay your children's school fees and all. Why will you remain there when you can confidently and comfortably add this to whatever, to that salary, and begin to grow this? Remember, that was what I did. That change you want, do you know that it's already inside of you? As at birth, God has already packaged a lot of things inside of us. A lot of things inside of us. Greatness, let me put it that way. Greatness is already packaged inside of you. But sometimes a lot of things begin to tell us lies. Like the school, you went to school, they teach you how to get a job, be a humble employee. manage your salary. Be contented. No, no, you are created for more. Please, if you know, and if you are listening to me and you know that Bible is now lying on your head, you know that you are more than what you are today. Please give me more. Please give me more. Give me that more. I am actually demanding it because on behalf of this system, my dear brother, my dear sister, if it can happen to somebody like me to happen to you, you are more than what you think you are. The moment you begin to work with a system like this, remember, we are not here. We are not learning it with you. We are already 13 years. A 13-year-old child is no longer a baby. That's who we are. We have been tested and trusted. How do I become a member? How do I become a partner? I told you already that this system is where you can enjoy three beautiful, what do I call it? The three freedoms that any human being will actually, apply for or ask God for. Time freedom, financial freedom, and health freedom. With these amazing products, any of the partnership levels you come in, we are giving you this product, all organic, wonderful, to help you remain healthy while you are pursuing the money. Don't be like people that are pursuing money and they forget about their health. As a matter of fact, because of time, I won't be able to share with you a special gadget that we launched this year. That one, I call it doctor in a bottle. Some people call it hospital in a bottle. Some people call it all manner of names. That is a game changer in the wellness industry. That is something. You are drinking ordinary water and a lot is turning around in your health. My dear brothers and sisters, what are more benefits that you stand to gain? We're going to give you personalized website. It is a lifetime partnership, membership. You have access to this product as a partner. I mean, for life at 25% discount anywhere in the world. Yes. We are going to be working with you, mentoring you. You can't keep working alone. I mentioned it earlier. So you will work as a team. Yeah, that's why we achieve fast results. We train you. Remember, I started also by saying that every skill is learnable. So the skill of money making is learnable. It is learnable. Forget whatever they have told you. That because you came from a poor family, you cannot be rich. No. We have team building support for you. We work as a team. We work as a team. Now, before I finally go, my dear brother, look at employee versus a networker. Yeah. If you don't have a network, it means you are working alone. And if you are working alone, working alone, you are actually doing a lot of injustice to yourself. So this is a system that helps you to work as a net. Net is that somebody went to fish with hook, another person went to fish with net. Who is going to catch more fishes? That's what I've represented here. An employee that is earning 40,000 naira every month. Of course, in our Nigerian today, some people are earning 40,000 naira. Where you won't go with 40,000 naira? Where you want transport alone. So do you know that in 12 months, that 40,000 naira will give you 480,000 naira? That is to say, you do not touch it. But trust me, or at this level, you don't even have salary. Let me put it that way, because before the salary comes, it has finished. Even at my level, that was what was happening to me. Yeah. Before the salary comes, it has already gone, because you even use your phone to collect loan and all. So in 10 years, it will take this person up to 10 years to make 4.8 million. But look at somebody who decided to work smart, who decided to key into this system. They are making, let's say, 400,000 naira a month. Now, I'm not talking about a week. Meanwhile, the system can pay 210,000 naira every day. But I'm not talking about that one now. If you can make 400,000 naira a month, do you know that in 12 months, you have already made how much? What this person will make in 10 years, I've made it in 12 months. Information is power, my dear brother. Take back your life. Take back your future. Buy it now when it is still cheap. Don't keep working on that job alone, because Why am I passionate about it? Look at it. Can you imagine that fathers, brothers, and sisters, uncles, who put in 35, 40 years working at a job, working as a career man or woman, by the time they retire back to poverty on the streets, protesting, for vomiting, stooling, weighing and pooing, because they're coming for one verification or the other. Look at it. So now that you have something you can add to it, like I did, while I was working, I started this. And today, do you know the only thing that can make you to get a different result is that you choose to do something different? If you are doing what everybody is doing, you will definitely get the result everybody is getting. My dear brothers and sisters, this is some of our calls. This system will give you life in its fullest, because you will also travel, all expenses paid trips. I'm going to just be fast because I'm already, rounding up. All expenses paid trips, where you travel like a king and queen. Do you know that you are a king and a queen? You want to travel to Lagos, you're going by night bus. But when this system happens to you, you begin to fly first class. Yes, who is hungry for such? Who has such dream for 2026? Who has such dream? If you are listening to me right now and you have such dream, I want to tell you, welcome to Good Life. If you have such dream, if you know right now that Coach Vera, I never knew something like this is possible. My dear brother, do you know that bad life, that struggle, that life of struggle, you are just a decision away. You are just a decision away. And that decision is the decision you take or you make tonight. My brother, my sister, you can't just wish for a better life. If you want better life, you must go for it. There are no two ways about it. I am not here to come and quote, to come and, paint the word. I am here to give you the word raw, the way it is. The truth, many times truth hurts. That future, that 2026, that 5 years coming, that 10 years coming, that you want, you have always dreamt. I want to be a good grandfather. I want to be a better mother, a better husband, a better pastor. You are dreaming it. Your dream is not that one that you have when you are having malaria, lying down on the bed, and you're seeing yourself in London and US. No, your dream is that thing, that passion, that hunger that God has put inside of you that will not allow you to sleep until you actualize it, until you do what? Until you actualize it. Because trust me, God is counting on you and me. That's why I started by telling you that you are here on an assignment, not just for your family, not just for yourself, but for that man, that brother, that sister out there who has already started fasting and praying for a better 2026, for a better 5 years time, for a better retirement life, for to be able to do more things in the house of God. You are here for that person. So don't let someone who has given up on their dream talk you out of your own dream. Why am I sounding this note of warning? A lot of times you come across something like this, say, okay, let me go and tell my husband. If your husband did not listen to me today and you are sharing this opportunity with him, he is not a witchcraft person. He will not know. He will not know. So he is most likely to discourage you. By the way, he's not a multi-billionaire. He does not understand the language. He does not understand leverage. He doesn't know that even at your level, you can build leverage. So he's going to discourage you. You are personally 100% responsible for your life. It's not your government. Decide today. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. What is another best time? Today. You can't go back and change the beginning. Yes, Coach Vera, most of the, in fact, one day in a program, in a physical program, one man, after listening to this program, he started crying. So why are you crying? Say, I didn't know. Time is no longer on my side. I am already how many years? How didn't I come across this on time? No. You cannot change the, those years, but trust me, you can change today. Nothing is more painful than a missed opportunity. Please act now. Act now. Take that step that will help you make the dreams to become a reality. A lot of us, we are the ones that are shortchanging ourselves by, because of the things we know. Or maybe your experience, I did something like this before, it did not work. Who told you that failure is the opposite of success? Failure is the pathway to success. If you have not failed, you will never succeed. Remember, nobody, once again, nobody will do it for you. It is you and you alone that will make up your mind to say, enough is enough, my dear brother, my dear sister, and take that step of faith that will turn things around for you. Yes. So this night, for those of us, you that attended, I want you to quickly get back to the person that gave you this link this night. You can still do your transfer at this night because, for instance, in Nigeria, government is putting on a lot of things. So we don't even know for the moment you step into January 1st, some of those things will begin to, take place. So these things that I've told you right now, you can still secure them this night if only you can take that chance, can take that step of faith, you can take this opportunity that has been given to you. I came across this some years back. I said yes to it. And today, to the glory of God, my life has never and will never remain the same. Thank you so much. So because of want of time, my dear brothers, my sisters, just get back to whoever that gave you this link. Okay? Ask any question, they will answer you. If that person cannot answer you, he knows how to get to me. We work as a team, work as a family, and I will be so glad to reach out to you and, help you to get, because together, everyone achieves more results. Thank you so much for your time. Let me stop recording right now.